And good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports, live from the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament and tonight's championship matchup featuring the number 1 ranked Routt Rockets and number 2 PORTA-A Central. Good evening to you. I'm Charlie Hall. Jack and John are alongside tonight. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. 25 games are in the books. Only one left, and it's this championship matchup in a packed house at the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. Rout's the favorite. Porta is, well, sort of a wounded animal at this point. When you know what they say about wounded animals, they are dangerous animals, and they're looking to pull the upset and win their second straight Winchester Invitational Tournament title. We'll talk more about the matchup on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairie Land FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful and historic city that is Pittsfield, Illinois, a community that feels like home.
Home to over 4,000 residents, a progressive and growing community serves as an amazing place to live, learn, work, and play. With civic, charitable, family, and recreational activities available, you'll never be bored here. Attend an event or festival, play some disc golf on our new championship course, spend the day fishing, or even catch a Civil War reenactment. As a community driven by success, Pittsfield provides numerous incentives to assist citizens and local businesses. Our goal in Pittsfield is to truly advance and prosper. Staying healthy is made easy here, with access to doctors, dentists, and other medical specialists throughout the community. People come to Pittsfield for a variety of reasons: stately historical homes, an abundance of natural resources, hunting, scenic areas along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers, festivals, recreational opportunities, and much more. People stay in Pittsfield simply because life here is great. Picture yourself in Pittsfield today.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show and the championship of the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament, the Routt Rockets and the PORTA-A Blue Jays, just like the coaches thought it would go, Jack, and pretty smart coaches in this 100th edition of the Winchester Invitational Tournament.
You know, when you seed something in the middle of December, it's really hard to tell. You kind of do some things from what happened in the past years, and you kind of get to know each other. And it's funny in this tournament because you got a certain number of teams on the west side of the river and a certain number of teams on the east side of the river, and they don't necessarily know each other or maybe have the same respect as they do for the other coaches. And so anything can happen, but quite honestly, did a pretty good job. And people can say, well, Brown County was a little high. They weren't high. They looked pretty darn – they might have been as good as anybody in the last couple of games.
Well, Brown County actually finished 5th, which is what they were slated to be. Or I guess they were slated 4th and finished 5th. Camp Point Central was slated 5th and finished 3rd. Grigsville Perry was 6th, finished 4th. West Central was 3rd and finished 6th. So, I mean, you're right in there.
Yeah.
They were pretty close. Triopia was 9th and won the consolation like they were supposed to.
If we started over, what would happen?
You never know. That's the thing, is you never know how matchups go. What we can tell you in this matchup is, I think if you look on paper and the way things have gone this week for PORTA-A Central, Rout's a heavy favorite in this contest because without Cole Roberts, that really makes this a difficult matchup for the Blue Jays.
I did get to talk to Josh Marr and Colin and Chris Artholoni before the game, and I jokingly walked up to him because I've known him for a long time and said, guys, I'm kind of surprised you guys are here. And they said, what? And I said, well, a lot of people kept telling me, there's no use to even play this game. And I'm going, I know you guys. If you're going to get sweaty, you're going to try to win, right? And they said, yeah, it's going to be a tough chore, and we're really going to have to step it up, but we're going to do the best we can. And then the grandpa of a young man told me he'd been listening, and he really thought they had a chance because he's the grandpa of downtown Dale.
I'll tell you what, you have to give a lot of credit to the other guys for PORTA-A Central who really have stepped up in Roberts' absence because they beat a pretty darn good Griggsville Perry team yesterday.
Really, the only person I feel bad for is Cole Roberts because he's a young man that was really playing probably better than I ever realized he could play. Because last year Shannon kind of controlled things and kept everybody rolling. This year I thought Cole Roberts in the Pittsfield tournament really shined, and every time I'd seen him he kind of shined. But when we came down the road this year, Cole Roberts was ready to have a big tournament, and then he went down underneath the basket down here in the bandshell end and just never was able to come back after that. On the other side, it's funny. You sit there and you look at a Gavin Artholoni, and when you see him on the floor, you kind of think of this big kid, 6'3", really a good basketball player. After the game, he's got his stocking cap on, and we're talking a little bit. He's just a kid, just 16, 17 years old. They're just kids. And when you deal with kids, Charlie, as you know, coaching summer baseball, anything can happen on a given night.
With this Routt squad, you want to talk about team basketball? Well, Routt has one guy in the top 10 scoring in this tournament, and that's Michael Wilson, and he's ranked 10th. And they're the 1 seed and have won their 3 contests. That's pretty balanced and pretty much a team effort for this Routt squad, which makes them dangerous to really try to take down.
And if you turned to me and said, okay, who's the best basketball player on Rout's team, I'd say Killian. Who's the best athlete on Rout's team? I'd say Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson against Camp Point Central proved what a good athlete he was. But Killian's dangerous from 26 foot in, and he's really a very talented player. Merwin shows what he could do. I'll tell you what, I've been surprised with the Whalen kid. He's really done a lot of really good things. And then Mossman, he can light it up at any time. He's probably the MVP of the Waverly tournament.
Well, I think Mossman's one of the better freshmen that have played here for a while in this tournament, and he's really proven it. They'll need big things out of him tonight. But with this Routt squad, they've had some guys really step up who are, you talked about Whalen, but Long's come in off the bench and done a nice job. I think Nolan Turner's played his role very well for this team. This Routt squad is much more than just the guys you read about having the most points night in and night out.
You better believe it. And this coaching staff from Routt and this coaching staff from Petersburg, very schooled people who are very, very talented in their own right. And they're going to have a plan on what they're going to do tonight. The big thing is you never know when somebody's going to go down, somebody gets in foul trouble, something happens during the game, because usually in the championship game, something happens. And I turned to Colin Artholoni and I said, I didn't think you had a chance last year in the championship game either. And you played a Liberty team that I just felt like was better than everybody, and they beat them.
That they did. They're the reigning champion, and they're the reigning champion until somebody knocks them off. And I guarantee you talk to the Porta guys, they're not planning on that happening in this contest here tonight. 12 and a half minutes away from the Star Spangled Banner, the starting lineups, and the play-by-play, Routt and Porta from the Winchester Invitational Tournament. Glad you're with us this evening on Central Illinois Sports.
Timely application of crop nutrients based on soil test results and the individual yield goals is the focus of the agronomy team at Logan Agri-Service, Inc. Logan Ag delivers anhydrous ammonia, dry fertilizer, UAN, liquid starter, and our lineup of Logan Agri-Yield micronutrients direct from us to your field. Striving to get the right fertilizer products at the right place in the right field at the right time, that's Logan Agri-Service. For fertilizer and application services, call 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside. Catch all the action at Jersey's in Cam Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Cam Point, your hometown sports bar.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
I love working in spine care because when patients get better, there's no better feeling than that.
We both, Alexis and I, take a lot of time listening to their story, which is important so the patients know that we are caring and are thinking about them and not just about their back or just about their neck. You start with the story, you add the exam information, and then you come up with what's causing this problem, and then a treatment plan.
When you're ready to make your dream kitchen and bathroom a reality, find inspiration at Pike County Lumber in Pittsfield. It starts with a 3D design so you can see every angle and every custom detail. Traditional style or the newest trends. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle. Your custom kitchen and bathroom will have the features that you need. A large versatile island for work or entertaining. Quartz countertops. Quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank is here to serve all of your banking needs. Check them out at the location nearest or farthest away from you if you choose, or log online to greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Well, Jack, for this Routt Rocket squad, playing in championships of tournaments they've played in this year, kind of becoming old hat for this team. Third tournament, third time they've played for the title. They've won one and lost one so far on the year.
Well, and you know, when you look at where they've been, they're not playing the same person again. Maybe that's an advantage to them so the other team doesn't know them as well. How about the scoring in this game? Do you think it wants to be in the 40s and 50s if you're out again, and maybe the same for Porta?
Yeah, I don't know that either team, really wants to be a game that's, 50s or 60s, because they're just not the type of teams that they have at this point in time. For the Porta squad, of course, they won the Pittsfield tournament and then struggled a little bit in the Williamsville tournament, but you talk about the different size of schools that they would have played there, and that's why it makes it a little more difficult. Porta, quite honestly, since they've been in this tournament, I think, what did they say, back in 2006 or 7 when they joined the tournament, they've been in the Final Four more than anybody.
Yeah, they've been here. They're kind of the Beardstown of this era. A little bit bigger school, and then on the other side, you got the non-boundaried school playing against them. And so these two teams probably have a little advantage coming into a tournament like this.
Well, and it's interesting, you look across the way, Mahoney was at Routt last year. Merwin is actually a Petersburg Porta district kid. So, you have a couple of guys that, if you put one of them on the other team again, you could have a lot different matchup.
Well, and Ashley Thomas said there's a couple of kids from North Green he wouldn't mind having back either.
That is definitely true. It's been a great tournament here at Winchester. We've seen a lot of competitive games. There's been some clunkers throughout the week as well, but we've seen some really high-level basketball games, and it kind of makes you have a little bit of a preview of some of the things you could see when it comes to postseason action. Like Triopia, for example. John and I went and picked up a bite to eat in between games, and we saw Rich Thompson. And, I said, man, your squad's one of those teams in the postseason, Coach. If you can get things rolling the right way, that team could be a problem for some people because they won't be a top 4 type of seed. But they will, be a problem in the postseason if they're clicking on all cylinders. We saw Triopia again today. That's a good basketball team.
Basketball team with a lot of size, and if they can get into the half court with you, with those two kids that are very, very talented and a couple guys hitting some threes, they're pretty dangerous. And, when they played Routt, they couldn't hit the three until Struby finally came into the game, and then they kind of made a comeback and got down and made another comeback and got that game right down to the wire. But, yeah, it's a team that you got to look at Triopia. They almost beat the team who's probably going to win this tournament. How good does that make them?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those, if you start the tournament over, does it go differently maybe? And maybe not. Maybe Routt blows them out, the next time they play, because Routt has already done that once this year with Triopia. So you just never know. This PORTA squad, I mean, I don't know what you think, Jack. I think the best individual player in the tournament is Gavin Artheloni, and I'm not necessarily sure it's really close on what he can do on both ends of the court and how his game could translate to the next level of basketball as well. But PORTA is going to have a really, really big night, and even more than usual big night out of Gavin Artheloni if they're going to win this contest.
Yeah, Gavin Artheloni is a kid that if I was talking to Brad Hoyt right now, I'd say if you can get him at John Wood to go with what you got coming back next year, he would be the perfect fit and the kid that could play for you. Very few other kids in the tournament could I say would be ready to do that right now at that level of basketball. I think he's there. But I don't even know for sure if he wants to play at the next level. And that's a lot of it. But he wants to play tonight, and Gavin Artheloni and his guys are going to come out here and do the best they can. And Mahoney's heart's got to be beating pretty hard playing against the teammates that he really didn't get a lot of playing time with last year.
It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. We step aside for a break here, under 5 minutes away from the Star-Spangled Banner, the starting lineups, and the play-by-play of the 100th annual Winchester Invitational Tournament Championship game. Back with you after this.
One last bottle of beer on the wall. One last bottle of beer. Hey, we're back. Make that 100 bottles of beer on the wall. 100 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it around.
The liquor booth has one of the largest selections of alcohol in the area, including specialty bourbons, whiskeys, vodkas, and tequila, serving you at 2 locations, 3520 Broadway and 12th and Locust in Quincy. Online at liquorboothquincy.com.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month. And if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
It's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it. So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Caleb Vandevelli, Pat Vandevelli, or Chris Dorsey with B&P Insurance Agency in Pittsfield, Winchester, or Bluffs if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Two Wheel Trading Company on Facebook. That's your bike dealer. You can find at 110 West Main Street in Mount Sterling, Illinois, or go to @Two Wheels Trading Company on Instagram. Phone 217-257-0463. Your authorized Marin Bikes dealer. Full service on any brand of bike. They're also offering 25% off accessories and safety gear with any new bike purchase in January, plus kicking off a buy one, get one free on select 2022 models this month. Two Wheels Trading Company, 110 West Main Street, Mount Sterling.
State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer wants to wish all of the teams the best of luck in this year's Winchester Invitational Tournament. C.D. Davidsmeyer would also like to take the opportunity to congratulate the Winchester and West Central Cougars communities on 100 years of providing the best tournament experience. Thank you to all who continue to make this event a success. That message from State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Glad you've joined us tonight for the championship game of the 100th Invitational Winchester Tournament. By golly, COVID tried to take us out, and we missed a year, but we're back. We've seen lights go out. We've seen sweat on the sides of the sidelines. We've seen bad weather, and we really haven't seen much of that this year. I think God has really blessed this community with a great year to have a tournament, and the crowds have been good, the teams have been good, it's been fun, and we just want to tell everybody in the Winchester community how much we appreciate their hospitality and how they've treated us throughout this time. There's one of the Pete Fish boys.
Isn't it fun? You look under Routt's basket where they're warming up right now, and there's a group of about, 8 or 9 little kids, all with Routt shirts on. And that's how you kind of keep the dream of being a small school basketball player alive. You start emulating the guys you watch out there, and that's what they're doing right now, ready to watch this team play and really excited to be here at the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. We step aside for a timeout as the national anthem is being played. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups. We'll have the play-by-play of the championship game, the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament, Routt and PORTA-A Central on Central Illinois Sports.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We are just about ready for tip-off from the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. Let's meet the starters in this contest. Starting lineups brought to you in part by Waters Concrete. Tim Waters offers quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052. The starting lineups, first of all, for the PORTA-A Blue Jays, Colin Artheloni's squad, 14-3. They'll start at a guard, a 5'7 junior, Keegan Dale. At a second guard, he's a 6'2 junior, Caden Christensen. Drew Marr starts at a third guard spot. He's a 5'7 sophomore. And at the fourth guard is Gavin Artheloni, the 6'2 senior. At a forward, he's a 6'2 junior, Ethan Mahoney. Mahoney, Artheloni, Marr, Christensen, and Dale for the PORTA-A Blue Jays. For the Routt Catholic Rockets, Will Whalen's squad, 16-1 on the year. They'll start at a guard, a 6'2 senior, Will Merwin. At a second guard, the 6' senior, Joe Whalen. And at the third guard, he is a 6'2" senior, Nolan Killian. At a forward, he's a 6'5 senior, Michael Wilson. And at another guard spot is the 6'1 freshman, Bryson Mossman. Mossman, Wilson, Killian, Whalen, and Merwin for the Jacksonville Routt Catholic Rockets. That's the starting lineups. Tip-off next from Winchester on Central Illinois Sports.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Opening tip brought to you by Pike County Concrete. When you need concrete for your next job, give Pike County Concrete a call, 285-5548 in Pittsfield and Jacksonville. Let's play the championship game of the Winchester Invitational Tournament. Here's Charlie to tell you all about it.
Mahoney jumps for Porta, Wilson for Routt. Routt, the home team in the white uniforms, Porta in the visiting blues. Dave Bishop with a little chat before the tip-off. Hard to believe there.
Dave?
Yeah. And the tip is up and controlled by PORTA-A Central. Blue Jays on the attack for the first time tonight against the, looks like a man-to-man here for Routt. Maybe a box and one, in fact. I think they're box and one in Arthelone. Here's Dale with the basketball out top to Mahoney. Patient with the ball out top.
Now, Merwin's trying to stay with Arthelone is what's happening in the early going here.
Box and one.
Not like they haven't seen it before.
No. Here's a ball handoff. Arthelone, right side three. It's an air ball, and the rebound down to Killian. He'll push into the front court, finds Mossman leaking back. Mossman blocked by Arthelone. Rebound pulled down by Mahoney. 7:15 to play in the first, no score yet. As the senior blocked the freshman that time. Christensen is going to have a big game for Porta. Out top, Mahoney. He'll put it on the deck, hand the ball off to Arthelone, who was off on his first attempt from the field. He'll drive into a double team now, work it off to Mahoney. To Dale, top of the key. A minute into this contest, no score on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Marr with it out front. Bounce pass off to Mahoney. Takes it toward the left wing to Arthelone. Good defense by Routt in the early going. Top of the key, Christensen against Mossman. Throws a pass, stolen away by Whalen. A turnover on Porta is their first.
Whalen's done the little things.
He's actually played really, really well for this Routt squad throughout the week. Routt trying to take the first advantage in this one. Mossman in the corner, Merwin fakes, down low to Wilson. Backs his way in, turnaround shot, baby hook won't fall. And the rebound down to Drew Marr. No score, nearly 2 minutes into this contest.
That's how Liberty and Porta started last year.
Bounce pass out top to Mahoney. Ball handoff goes to Marr, the sophomore. Starter for this Porta-A squad. Takes it out near the half-court line. We told you neither one of these programs is probably going to put up 80. Here's Mahoney, gets free down low, turnaround shot. He missed it over the top of the rim. And the rebound pulled down by Routt. Now Wilson kind of grabbing a hip. Here's a shot put up at the other end. It's good by Whalen. A 2-0 lead for Routt, but Michael Wilson is down and in some pain here on the floor, holding a hip. We saw this from him earlier in the week as well, so we're not sure if that's a problem that he's been battling for a while or if it is something else, but they are taking a look at him as he writhes in pain on the court. 5:38 to play in the first. It's 2-0 Routt. We'll pause as they take a look at Wilson. Back with more after this.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in the tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
5:38 left first quarter. 2-0 Routt on the Whalen basket. Michael Wilson goes down, and now each team's lost their big man.
Long checks into the game for this Routt squad. Isaac Long, the 5'10 junior, and sits down the 6'5 senior in Wilson. We'll have to keep track of that as this game goes along. Arthelone with it left side. Out top to Dale. Porta trailing Routt 2-0 with 5:18 to play in the first.
Wilson came back the last time we saw him go down.
He was really in some pain there, though. Grabbing at his lower back, it looked like. Here's Dale from the corner. Three, no good. And Whalen grabs the board for a rout. Joe Whalen into the front court to Killian. Deep in the corner. Long three ball. Good. Long off the bench, taking advantage of the opportunity, and makes it 5-0 Routt. Timeout taken by Porta. We'll pause as well. 4:57 to play in the first. Routt on top, 5-0.
At the First National Bank of Beardstown, you come first. We're dedicated to helping you in any way we can with a full line of financial products delivered by caring, experienced professionals. With locations in Beardstown, Murrayville, and Winchester, we're here to serve the region with your banking needs. Contact our Winchester location at 217-742-3134 or visit us online at bankingyoufirst.com. The First National Bank of Beardstown, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
4:57 left first quarter. So if I'd have told you when we started, Michael Wilson's going to go down and Joe Whalen and Isaac Long are going to have the first two buckets, you probably would have shook your head.
Just like they drew it up. Timeout taken by Portas. We're back to live action. Marr with the left side, works it down to Artheloni on the block now. Finds Christensen on the back cut and misses the layup. And the rebound to Killian, his second. He'll take it into the front court. Kicks left side. Long three ball, too hard this time. Long rebound, though, to Merwin. No, he was on the sideline, could not get the board. Out of bounds here for Porta on the sideline in the backcourt.
Good try by Merwin, but he was going into the Porta fans, and it's kind of like going into the Cardinals' dugout when you're the opposing catcher. They're going to help you a little bit, but not quite as much.
Artheloni will walk it up now. Merwin has been face guarding him to start this contest. Merwin out top to Drew Marr. He'd like Mahoney to come out and set a screen for him. Now to Christensen. Porta yet to get on the board nearly halfway through this first period. Dale in the corner. Out to Marr. Over it goes to Artheloni. He'll put it on the deck, drive inside on the baseline, up underneath and in for two. Artheloni with the first basket of the contest for Porta. Comes at the 4-minute mark of the first quarter.
He won't miss a layup down low like that.
Routt is fairly used, though, to playing into some of these lower scoring contests. They in New Berlin, played some really low-scoring games already.
30-something.
One of them in overtime. 3:40 to play in the first. 5-2 the advantage for Routt.
That's what you get when you don't have a shot clock, see?
That's what I've heard. Here's Long out top. Killian over to Mossman. Kicks back out top. Mossman now gets it back on the left wing to Killian. Reverses it Merwin against the zone of Porta. 3:23 to play in the first. Mossman to Killian. Nobody really being over-aggressive on the offensive side. Mossman now will try the pass down low to Whalen. He'll knife his way in. Out top, Killian. Pretty good look for a three. Rattles it home. Killian with the tray and makes it an 8-2 advantage for Routt. 3 minutes to play in the first.
Biggest lead of the ball game.
Keegan Dale in the corner. Has been pestered there by Whalen. Pass underneath goes to Christensen. Hasn't knocked away, but that's because he's fouled by Whalen.
Whalen's first foul of the ball game. Comes at the 2:52 mark, 8-0. Routt. Here comes Michael Wilson back in the game.
He's back in as Long sits down, much to the happiness of this Routt squad. Wilson returns.
Tell you what, must have some extra powers.
Here's a ball knocked out of bounds by Merwin. Well, if you're experiencing what kind of looked like maybe a back spasm type of issue, could be something that just needs to get stretched out or a twist the wrong way, but it could also be something that could hinder him as this game goes along. We'll have to just wait and see.
Throughout his life.
Christensen with it out front, hands it to Artheloni. He's into a double team in the corner now, trying to work out of it. Splits it, gets it to Marr. Marr puts it on the deck on the dribble drive. Pull-up jump shot block. Rebound, Christensen goes to get it. Shot put up, no good. Rebound fought for Marr out of the scrum with it.
See Christensen continue to fight for the ball. Good job there.
Porto another opportunity here, down by 6. 2:15 to play in the first. Artheloni, three ball, left wing, rims in and out, no good. Christensen another board, fakes, got Wilson off his feet that time, but it's blocked. There's Artheloni on the putback, won't fall. Ball knocked loose, and Dale comes out of there with it. He's got it out top. Another opportunity here for Porta.
Rebound or a turnover?
I think it's just a rebound. Marr with it. Top of the key. Mahoney for a three. Too hard. And Merwin the rebound. All that work or no points. Here's Mossman the other way. A quick three, no good. Flat-footed rebound, though, down to Whalen. His putback won't fall. Rebound dipped around, and Marr gets the rebound for the Blue Jays, his third board. 1:30 to play in the first. 8-2 is the advantage for Routt. Artheloni thought about the step back, couldn't get free. Now in the corner to Dale. Out of there to Mahoney. Now Marr out between the circles. On a slow start for this Porta squad on the offensive side, but they're still within 6 points. Artheloni to Christensen. Top of the key, three, good. Right guy in the right spot that time on the rotations, and it makes it a 3.85 game, under a minute to play in the opening quarter. On the right side, Mossman. Off of the screen from Whalen, now Killian. Reverses it over to Merwin. Bounces down low, Wilson. Good ball movement. They find the open shooter, Mossman, three, and the answer from the freshman. 11-5, Routt on top. Marr with it for Porta. Routt will get the ball to start the second quarter, but Porta looks to be fairly comfortable with holding for a final shot opportunity here, even though they're down 6 with 18 seconds to play in the first. Marr still with it, toward the right wing. Hands it off to Artheloni with 10. He'll throw a pass now to Dale. Back to Artheloni, behind the volleyball line to three is an air ball. And with 2.6 seconds to play in the first, it's Routt ball, length of the court to go. Here comes Long in. Whalen sits down for Routt. 2.6 seconds to play in the first. Inbounds past Killian. He'll throw a baseball type of shot to the other end, no good. And we've played a quarter of basketball in Winchester Invitational Tournament Championship action. It's Routt 11, Port-A Central 6. Back with you after this.
Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
11-5 after one quarter. It'll be Routt basketball. Routt is 4 of 8, 50%, 3 of 5 from the arc. Haven't shot a free throw. 2 of 11 for Porta, 1 of 5 from the arc.
Routt with the basketball to start the second quarter. 11-5 the advantage for this Rocket squad after a single quarter. Here's Long, left side three, his second of the night. Long has come to play in this one, and it's a 9-point Routt lead.
Was he in South County before?
I don't have any idea.
I believe he's a junior.
Here's a pass on the right side. Dale for a three, trying to answer, no good. Rebound fought for, and comes down to Killian. He'll work it into the front court to Mossman. Poked away from behind and stolen away. Turnover on Routt here, just their second of the contest. 7:19 to play in the half. Been a struggle for Porta on this end of the court, though. Right side, Marr. What are they from three, did you say, Jack?
1 for 6 now.
Make him 2 for 7, or 1 for 7, excuse me, as Christensen misses that one, and another Routt rebound. Here's the ball knocked away by Dale, but he couldn't secure it on the sideline.
Tiptoe.
7 minutes to play in the half. Routt shooting to extend on what is their biggest lead of the contest on the Trucks scoreboard. Merwin, Mossman, Killian, Long, and Wilson start the second period. Here's Mossman at the high post. Out top, Merwin. Pass fake now. On the wing, it goes to Killian for the three. Bang! It goes again. 17-5, Routt on top. trying to run away with this one in the first half. 6:35 to play in the second. Artheloni, dribble drive toward the baseline, trying to bully his way in. Missed the shot, gets his own rebound, stripped away by Mossman. Then the ball poked free, but Killian gets it. Down to Merwin, behind the back pass to Wilson, whose shot is up and in for two. And the Rockets out and running here. 19-5 Routt with the advantage on top of Porta. 6:18 to play in the half as you watch high school basketball on Central Illinois Sports.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
14-point lead, 19-5 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard for the Routt Rockets. Porta called the timeout. And Colin Artheloni putting in his 2 cents.
Well, without Roberts, it makes it difficult on the offensive side for this team. They run a lot of pick and roll action, and it's a little different without him out there because he can really finish at the rim. Here's Artheloni, kicks on the right side to Dale. They're going to have to make some shots as this Porta squad from the outside, and as Jack told you, just 1 for 7 so far. Mahoney with it out top, reverses it to Dale on the right wing.
Biggest problem, you got to make your layups. They've missed about 4 or 5 bunnies.
Over to Marr, the sophomore, to Mahoney. He'll facilitate things on the right side now to Dale. Not a lot of movement here for Porta either on the offensive side. 5:40 to play in the half. Christensen now drives a gap out top to Mahoney. He'll put it on the deck, kick to Dale. Top of the key, Christensen. Pulls up off the dribble drive, too hard. Killian yet another board.
Give him 4.
He's got it into the front court, down low Wilson. Wilson is fouled on the floor.
Blocking foul on the floor against Porta. That's going to go against Christensen. It'll be his first, team first. Ball out of bounds, Routt. Man, Dale looks little under there. Woo.
He is little. He looks little compared to Long, and Long's not very tall. But he's played hard for this squad and really did some good things in that win against Griggsville Perry yesterday. 5:13 to play in the half. Routt patient with it, up by 14. Killian directing some traffic. Long on the right wing, back to Killian. He'll go up here now as Will Whalen calls out the new play call. Killian drives toward the right corner. Looks in the paint to Wilson. Going to go to work against Mahoney. Drives right at him, shoots over the top, shot won't go. And Artheloni with the board for the Blue Jays. The blue-clad Porta-A Blue Jays. Down 19-5. Need a spark of some type here. Here's Artheloni, drives in, spin move off the window, count it. With an and one here from Gavin Artheloni.
Artheloni with another bucket. And that foul went, well, he did that so quick I could not see. Long picks up foul, his second team foul. Artheloni, free throw good.
We said if Porta's going to win this, he's going to have a bigger game than usual, and he usually has some pretty big games. 4:30 to play in the second period in a 19-8 contest. Merwin looked for the back door and is bumped and fouled now by Artheloni.
Artheloni will pick up the foul. It'll be his first, team second.
Not a lot of fouls called here in the first part of this game. 4:27 to play in the half. Just 2 on either side. Killian gets it to Merwin near the half-court line. Back to Killian, and he directs traffic for this Routt team. Routt is 16-1 on the season. What a start. Long drives in, off the window, and in for 2.
Have a day. 8.
8 points off the bench, and the lead is 13, 21-8. Artheloni brings it over for Porta. He hands it off to Dale. Out top to Mahoney, excuse me. Now to Marr on the left side. Works off of a screen. Christensen gets it out front. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Artheloni to Mahoney. Look down low, wasn't open. Now Christensen gets it right side. He'll go to work. Not a lot of opportunity to get in the paint. Here's Mahoney now from about 12, and he'll find the mark. 21-10 as Porta reaches double digits. 3:30 to play in the second period. On the Trucks LLC scoreboard for all of your diesel repair needs, call Trucks 217-922-0044. Here's a dribble drive in now by Killian with a little teardrop shot and in for two.
He's got 8.
23-10 Routt. As Porta just can't string together stops right now. Even when they do get a basket to fall, they're not making up any ground. Christensen out front. Right back to Dale on the right side. Hands it to Artheloni. Dribbles around the perimeter, hands it off to Dale. Dale on the dribble. Top of the key, Christensen straight on three, rims it and out, no good. Wilson the board. Into the front court finds Long. Long on the dribble drive, attacks down low, shot up no good. Mahoney the rebound for Porta. To Artheloni who takes it across. Throws it over left side, Dale. Shot fake and a drive on the baseline. To Mahoney for a three. It's off the mark. And Mossman grabs the board for a round. Long brings it across now. 2:25 to play in the half. Killian wipes the dust from his shoes. Says, hey, what's up, Dave? Good to see you, buddy. Puts it behind the back. Puts it to Long, who's been the spark for this Routt squad. He drives in, maybe tried to do a little too much, and the rebound to Christensen. Off to Marr. 2:03 to play in the half. Marr drives, kicks right side. Dale did not launch for three that time as he did not have a clean catch. Over on the left side of things to Marr. Gets a little screen from Christensen to Mahoney. Reverses right side to Dale. They've fairly well neutralized Artheloni in the first half. He now throws it left side. Marr, dribble drive. Finds Mahoney in the lane. Rises, shoots, and scores.
4 for him.
Mahoney at the rim for another two. An 11-point game, and Will Whalen wants a timeout. 1:29 to play here in the first half. It's the Routt Catholic Rockets on top of the Porta-A Blue Jays, 23-12.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
1:29 left in the first half on the Trucks LLC scoreboard, 23-12. You listen to the championship game of the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. Routt with the lead, and it's their basketball.
Rockets have led throughout this contest. They enjoy an 11-point lead right now in the final minute and a half before this halftime break. Here's Wilson in the lane. Good look, turnaround shot. He'll knock that down just about every time.
Give him 4.
25-12. Wilson went out with what looked to be a fairly serious back injury early on, but he's come back out and looks like he's moving pretty well right now. Mahoney out front to Marr on the left side. A minute to play in the second quarter. Porta finds himself down 13 points. Christensen out front. Gets it to Dale. Dale 4-3. Downtown Dale strikes again. And cuts it to 10, 25-15.
Got to have some scoring from some of those other places like that.
Killian out near the half-court line. Guarded by Christensen. Drives by him, kicks to Mossman. Throws a dangerous pass out top. Merwin runs it down. Now gets by his man. Into Wilson. Gets a little room with the body, and Wilson up for another two. Give him 6 in the contest now. 27-15. Again, a 12-point lead for Routt with 20 ticks in this first half. Marr with it. He has it near the half-court line. Would like Artheloni to come get it. With 10 seconds, he does out by the center circle. Off the screen from Marr. Dribble drive in. Blocked out of bounds by the freshman Mossman. Not just for offense is the freshman Mossman. Played a pretty good style of D right there. 4.1 seconds to play in the half. Porta's ball underneath. Artheloni to throw it in. Hadaman gets it to Dale in the corner. 3 in and out, no good. Rebound Christensen, put back at the buzzer with contact, and Tim Crumwoody's got a foul call out front. And we'll see 2 shots coming up here for Caden Christensen as time expires.
Wilson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be Michael's first of the game. Just the third team foul. Free throws to be shot. You cannot leave the floor. They are not allowed to leave the floor while they're shooting free throws.
Well, they are.
Well, they're not supposed to let them leave the floor. First one up and good by Christensen.
Well, I mean, if you want to get really technical at this point, Routt has too many guys on the floor. It could be a technical for every guy who's off the bench right now.
Second one is no good.
And we head to halftime, 27-16. Routt with the advantage. Now, Coach Artheloni asked the whole team's on the floor walking off as the foul shots are being shot. And they're talking about it, and it's halftime. 27-16, the lead for Routt over Porta. The Little Jess Motors halftime show comes your way after this.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
I love working in spine care because when patients get better, there's no better feeling than that.
We both, Alexis and I, take a lot of time listening to their story, which is important so the patients know that we are caring and are thinking about them and not just about their back or just about their neck. You start with the story, you add the exam information, and then you come up with what's causing this problem, and then a treatment plan.
At the First National Bank of Beardstown, you come first. We're dedicated to helping you in any way we can with a full line of financial products delivered by caring, experienced professionals. With locations in Beardstown, Murrayville, and Winchester, we're here to serve the region with your banking needs. Contact our Winchester location at 217-742-3134 or visit us online at bankingyoufirst.com. The First National Bank of Beardstown, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
We are at halftime on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. The staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. After one quarter, it was 11-5 Routt, 27-16 at halftime in this contest. No lead changes, no ties in the ball game. And we can tell you Routt turned the ball over 2 times in the first half, Porta 2 times. Foul situation, just one foul on 2 players, Caden Christensen and Gavin Artheloni on one side. On the other side, Waylon Long and Michael Wilson, each one have a foul. Halftime, Routt leads at 27-16 over Porta. We're back with more on the halftime show after this.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dew Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dew Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dew Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Deer Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at deerwestergrain.com. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. The Trucks LLC scoreboard 27-16 Routt. Rout's 11 of 16, 61%, 5 of 7 from the arc in the first half, have not shot a free throw. On the other side, Porta 6 of 22, 27%, 2 of 10 from the arc, 20%, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, as they shot a couple free throws right before the half. Keegan Dale has 3 points, 4 points for Caden Christensen, 6 points for Gavin Artheloni, and 4 for Ethan Mahoney. On the other side, for Routt, Isaac Long and Nolan Killian have 8 points apiece, 6 for Michael Wilson, 2 for Joe Whalen, and 3 for Bryson Mawson. 27-16, the halftime lead for Routt here at halftime over Porta, trying to win the championship and maintain that number 1 seed. We'll take a break and come back and tell you more when we come back after these.
State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer wants to wish all of the teams the best of luck in this year's Winchester Invitational Tournament. C.D. Davidsmeyer would also like to take the opportunity to congratulate the Winchester and West Central Cougars communities on 100 years of providing the best tournament experience. Thank you to all who continue to make this event a success. That message from State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month, and if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
It gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
it's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it. So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
Luke and Aaron Fessler at Fessler Insurance are here to help you with all of your insurance needs. Fessler Insurance, a country financial agency, provides life, health, auto, home, and farm insurance. Trust your insurance needs to the local folks at Fessler Insurance. Call for a quote today at 217-285-4429 or stop by at 1165 West Washington Street in Pittsfield for Fessler Insurance.
Did you know that Prairieland FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairieland FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Well, they're working on the drawing and getting everything ready at halftime. Little Jess Motors right across from Quincy High School is our halftime sponsor, 3431 Main Street. Once they get all the tickets drawn out, they'll start calling off the winners of their drawing. They had their $100 drawing, and unfortunately for me, I didn't win this time, which I think is disappointing. 2 out of 26 isn't bad, but I was trying to increase my percentages somewhere along the line. But hopefully we'll have a couple prizes to take home in Charlie's pickup truck tonight. Charlie, in the first half, it's been all Routt. They pretty much dominated the way they've wanted to so far.
Yeah, they've, for the most part, taken Artheloni away. Just 6 points for him in the first half, and those 6 were fairly hard to come by. Routt on the other side has done a good job getting the ball to their scoring spots and have gotten some, surprising points. Maybe not totally a surprise because we've seen him score throughout the week, but to be a co-leading scorer at the half for Isaac Long is definitely a plus for the Rockets.
I'm going to stop here a second and ask you folks to help us out here. We've got over 3,950 subscribers. We'd like to get to 4,000 before this week is over. If you are listening and watching right now and you're not a subscriber of Central Illinois Sports, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to put your email in there, they'll send you notification when we go on, and it'll let you know about our broadcast. Also, you can go to the Quincy Shootout part of our YouTube page and get signed up for next week's 17 games. Charlie, some of the best key teams in the nation will be at Quincy Notre Dame and Quincy High School on Friday night and Saturday.
That's right. We're looking forward to that. It comes up the 20th and the 21st. First games are at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon. They'll play 4 on the Friday and then 9 on Saturday starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. And you talked about 4 of the top 30 teams in the nation in the ranks are playing at the Quincy Shootout. You can find out ticket information at quincyshootout.com. And, of course, we'll have all the games for you here on Central Illinois Sports for just $9.99. You can watch all of the games throughout the action at the 2023 Quincy Shootout. I want to talk for a moment about what happened right at the end of this half. There was a foul call as time expires. My understanding, and I could be completely wrong on this, but my understanding has always been teams could not leave the bench area while there was still play happening. And if that would happen, as Routt did, as they streamed across the floor toward their locker room, my thought would be if that happened during any other time of play, whether it be a free throw or whatever, that player who would not have legally checked into the game, you could call it technical. So Routt had literally 12, 13 guys walking across the floor, the whole coaching staff, and Colin Arthelone asked the referees about it. He said, no, they don't have to stay at the bench. They
left the gymnasium.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is they walked across the floor. I don't know, it's just very odd. I don't know exactly what the correct ruling is there. I've never seen that before. It just seems odd that you would be able to leave your bench area no matter what was going on while there was still a chance for points to be scored, right? I mean, wouldn't that sort of make sense, just common sense knowledge basketball-wise? Seems like that would make more sense to me.
I just think you legally have to be in the gymnasium on your bench with 5 players out on the floor.
Well, technically the coach is out of the coaching box. I mean, we saw Mitch Neely at Fieldcrest get a technical and a 1-game suspension for leaving his coaching box. The whole team was almost in the locker room by the time the second free throw was shot. It didn't make a difference in the first half of this game.
The official was yelling towards them like, you need to stay. And then he said they don't have to stay. Now, once again, I don't know the rule. I've been around it a long time. I would have never thought you could leave the gymnasium while somebody's shooting a free throw.
Yeah, and again, it didn't mean a hill of beans as far as the score in this first half or anything like that, because Routt has been dominant in the first half of play. It was just a very strange thing, and in a game that, quite honestly, as they recognize the Winchester tournament for their 100th year from the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association with a nice presentation there. In a game that really hasn't had, a ton of interesting storylines in the first half. That was one that kind of drew our attention. We will pause for a timeout. It's an extended halftime as they have the drawing held here. We'll talk more about the halftime show on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Routt on top of PORTA-A at the half, 27-16.
Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
At Logan Agri-Service, we consider it a badge of honor to be recognized as one of the larger independent suppliers of crop protection chemicals in the Midwest. We've worked hard for years to provide you with the access to the best herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides from top manufacturers because we know without you, our local farmers, we wouldn't be here. When you have questions, call our local experts to discuss what works best for your fields and your situation, or visit us online at loganag.com. Serving agriculture since 1962.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
Welcome back on the halftime show. The players are coming back to get warmed up for the second half. Here come the Porta Blue Jays in their blue and white uniforms. And they'll be followed by the Routt players if they come back and go ahead and shoot here. I think that's how things will work. We have about 4 minutes left in the halftime break here at the long break as they drew out the prizes. Of course, after the game, they'll present the all-tournament team and the individual team awards for first and second place. And we hope you'll stay tuned for that, too. We'll try to announce that all-tournament team to you as we get ready to go. Usually they'll hand that to us ahead of time, but since we're away from that, I don't know if we'll get that this year or not.
They've also already named the Don Slater Sportsmanship Award. That was won by Camp Point Central. The cheerleading award was won by West Central.
And so hopefully they'll get the fire truck out, and the West Central girls will get to go for a ride tonight in the fire truck. Because that's kind of...
Seems like a cold evening for the fire truck.
Well, you know, if you get a chance to get the fire truck out, you get the fire truck out. The way I look at it, I thought maybe when we got back home after 26 games, they'd get the fire truck out and let us have a ride around town. I don't know.
They might just run us over with it. You know, it's been a struggle for Porta on the offensive side. They just don't have as many weapons as they normally would with Roberts out there. It changes the complexion of this game completely. And we're seeing Routt, again, coming into the game. They only had one player in the top 10 in scoring. That was Wilson. He was the 10th highest point total in the tournament. This is a very balanced squad for Will Whalen.
It is. And as I look at the scoreboard, I agree with you totally. But then I look up and realize with the three-point shot, if Porta would come out and hit 4 threes in a row, they'd have a lead. And so anything can happen in a high school game. And, you know, Michael Wilson looks to be doing okay. When he went down, I didn't think we'd see him anymore tonight. But that's the second time we've seen him have that injury. I'm not sure of that. But we'll say a prayer for him, for good things for him there, too, and for Cole Roberts and for a lot of the kids that have, you know, taken bumps and bruises, because the dog days of high school basketball start on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. And Charlie, let people know we're going to have a couple of broadcasts for you next week on what, Tuesday and Thursday?
Tuesday we'll have Pittsfield at Auburn. Thursday, Pittsfield at Louisiana. Friday, basketball games from the Quincy Shootout.
I'm listening too.
I'm trying to see what the explanation is why the team was able to leave. And really the only explanation I can think of is because Big Dave said so. Well, it's the Little Jess Motors halftime show. 27-16 is the advantage of the halftime break. We pause for a final timeout. Second half play-by-play your way after this.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Ready for the second half. Porta basketball, 27-16 Routt. Here we go.
See what the Blue Jays try to do a little differently to come back in this contest a hair. Here's Artheloni, drives inside out of a triple team, throws it to Dale on the wing. Out top Mahoney, over it goes to Marr. Marr tries the dribble drive, now pulls it back out front to Christensen. Lets the defender go flying by. Marr with it, skips it across in the corner to Dale. 7:33 to play in the third. 27-16 is the Routt lead in this championship action. Here's Artheloni, gets caught in the air, finds Christensen. Puts it on the deck against Mossman. Not a lot of movement, attacking gaps toward the basket here right now for Porta. Now Marr will drive in, a little runner up, no good. Rebound loose, and Mossman comes out of there with it for Routt. He'll lead the charge into the front court. Back to Killian. Now Wilson as he drives inside of the ball. Slapped that a couple of times. Right side to Mossman, three, no good. Rebound, Merwin had it, and it was knocked away from the ball, and a foul called against the Blue Jays.
Because I said so. Here we go. Marr picks up the foul, his first team foul of the second half, third foul in the game on Porta. Rout's had three called on them.
Inbounds pass comes in, shot put up no good. Rebound loose, and out front now for the Routt Rockets. Merwin, as Routt gets a second chance opportunity here, as a shot put up by Wilson won't fall. And Artheloni has the rebound for Porta. 6:45 to play in the third. Blue Jays find themselves down by 11. Out top with it is Christensen. To Mahoney, top of the key. Gets it over to Marr, to Christensen. Out front, three ball good. Porta's going to need more of that if they're going to come back. Down to an 8-point game, 27-19 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard.
Should be 27-8.
27-19.
You're right. You knew you were.
Forgot that free throw right there at the end, did you?
Did.
Here's Merwin now left alone. Does not take a shot. Instead, he goes to Wilson on the baseline. He gets right by Mahoney. Shot blocked, a held ball. It'll stay with Routt on the alternating possession arrow. You can tell Wilson's still not very comfortable. Whatever is going on at that back is not
Mahoney's
comfortable
now
for him. Here comes Tobin Taraski in for the first time. Mahoney heads to the bench. A little hitch in his get along. Ball out of bounds underneath here for the Rockets. 6:06 to play in the third. Ball comes to Merwin. He's a kid that can light it up for this Routt team as well. Really doesn't look to score all that often, but we've seen him score in a number of ways, even this week. Mossman, patient with it, gets it out between the circles now to Killian. Over to Mossman for a three, no good. And the rebound down to Keegan Dale. Dangerous pass to Artheloni on the outlet. Artheloni on the right side tries to dribble through 3 men, and a reach-in foul is called here.
That'll go against Routt and Merwin. That'll be his first team foul. Ball out of bounds for the Porta Blue Jays. Porta AC.
In the backcourt, Keegan-Dale. I want to say hello to June Beard watching from Naples, Florida.
We'll be down to see you.
Ball handoff goes to Artheloni, right side. Looks for an opening. Now against Merwin. Gets it to Christensen. Dale. They're moving around the perimeter. There's just not much as far as penetrating, trying to attack gaps, making 2 guys guard you at a time to open up things.
Is that Routt defense?
Well, I mean, Routt is playing, decent defense, but Porta's not making them do much here. I don't know. Here's the drive in by Artheloni. He'll get inside, gets it into Christensen, misses another layup, and they're going to say that the man affected it by his hand going up through the basket there, and they're going to call that goaltending.
Christensen gets the bucket. Anytime you hit the net like that, that's a goaltend.
Yeah, it was kind of a grab, you can tell there by Killian, and so the basket counts. Makes it 27-21 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. This is as close as Porta has been in a while. 4:50 to play in the third.
6-point game.
And with all the weapons that Routt has offensively, the fact that they play these low-scoring games still just blows my mind.
Yeah.
And because they have literally weapon after weapon. Here's Mossman for a 3, no good. And the rebound down to Marr.
Great big guy's got 5 boards.
Out top, Artheloni. Christensen, 3 ball on the way, partially blocked. Rebound, Wilson had it. He'll now run it down toward the sideline. Tried to throw it off of a man. I'm not sure it ever hit anything there other than the ground. And it's out of bounds off of Routt.
He must throw like John.
4:25 to play in the third. 27-21, Routt on top, Porta with the basketball. They'll throw it in the backcourt to Dale. Off to Marr. Other than Taraski, we've not seen a substitute for this Porta team in the contest. Christensen down low. Muscles up, shot no good, ball out of bounds. They'll say last touched by Christensen, and it'll be Routt basketball. Here's Taraski sitting down as Mahoney checks back in for the Blue Jays. 4:11 to play in the third period, 27-21 Routt. Killian walks it across.
Crowd just waiting for something to happen, aren't they?
Everybody kind of sitting on their hands. Here's Wilson, throw a pass, stolen away by Artheloni.
Turnover number 3.
Artheloni into the front court now on the bounce. Out top, Christensen over to Dale, off of the screen.
Wilson's become a little lackadaisical in this half. Nothing against Michael, but he's better than that.
Well, I just wonder how much that back is affecting him being out there. Sort of surprised they don't try to substitute in and out just a little bit, just to cut down on it here, but it's just a 6-point game. They feel like they need him out there. Here's Dale in the corner. Dribbles away from there, 3:29 to play in the third. Mahoney at the free throw line, to Marr. Mahoney just does not look comfortable with the ball in his hands out front. Christensen with it. Out top to Mahoney. Mahoney for a 3. No good. Wilson with the rebound. He's fouled by Christensen.
That'll be his second. Team foul number 2. Ball out of bounds for the Routt Rockets. 3:12 left third quarter. 27-21. The Routt lead. They led 17-5 at one, well, 19-5 at one time.
And we have a timeout now called by Will Whalen. We'll pause as well. 3 minutes, 4 seconds to play in this third period. It's Routt 27, Porta 21.
Pike County Lumber is the place to start all your building projects. They offer a huge selection of framing and specialized lumber, beautiful interior and exterior doors, and multiple roofing options that can be delivered to your rooftop. Start your indoor projects at Pike County Lumber too. New or renovated bathrooms are one of their specialties. Updating your flooring? Time for a new kitchen? Any project from start to finish. You can trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
2:04 left in the third quarter. The Trucks LLC scoreboard, 27-21. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast throughout the week. Be sure and subscribe on our YouTube page. We'd love to have you do that for us.
Basketball in the hands of the Routt Rockets following the timeout by Will Whalen. Both teams have taken 2 timeouts. Right side, here's Merwin for a 3. It's off the mark. Rout's last 4 or 5 possessions have been 3-pointers.
Yep.
And they've come up empty.
Marr's come down with another rebound. He's got 6 on the night now.
In the corner, it goes to Dale. Now to Marr. Just a 6-point game with 2:35 to play in the third period. And now a ball thrown out of bounds and a turnover on Porta.
Wow. Third turnover of the game. What happened there?
What do you usually say? One zigged and one zagged?
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
A zig and a zag not at the same time, and that's a turnover. That's what usually happens.
Whalen to Killian. Mossman, free throw line, Merwin. Down low, Wilson. Knocked around down there a bit. He gathers, shoots, and scores. Another 2 for Michael Wilson.
Give him 8.
29-21 Routt, their first points in a while. And they still have an 8-point lead.
That was what they had at halftime. That's their first 2.
Artoloni with it out front. He's got to break this 5 count. Gets away for a moment. Now has picked it up, hands it off to Marr. Under 2 minutes to play in the third. Top of the key, Christensen. A single bounce of it. Artoloni wants the ball down low, but he's just not open at the moment. Now he'll get it in the wing, fire a 3. It's off the mark. Rebound down to Wilson for Routt. Pushes it ahead to Mossman, leading the charge into the front court. Shot up is good, and he'll have an and-one opportunity here for the freshman Bryson Mossman.
Nice job by Mossman, controlling the body and getting the bucket. And that foul will go against Artoloni. It'll be his second, third team foul. Mossman with his second bucket. He has 5. He'll get the and one. First free throw for Routt. 31-21 on the Truck scoreboard. 1:37 left in the quarter. Mossman makes the free throw.
The lead back up to 11 in a hurry. A little 5-0 jaunt by this Routt squad. 1:30 to play in the third. Dale with it. On the dribble against Mossman. Over to Marr. Looking for some movement offensively. Jack Greg Rink says he's watching from Newcastle, Oklahoma. Here's a pull-up shot up and good by Marr.
Marr with a bucket.
32-23 as the scores flipped around with just over a minute to play in the third.
Newcastle, Oklahoma.
Where the wind comes rushing down the plains. Sweeping, rushing, Merwin, puts up a shot, no good, gets his own board. Now Christensen ties him up. They're going to call that a jump ball. Porta basketball on the alternating possession arrow.
On the rebound, no turnover on the play. 32-23, 48.8 seconds left in the quarter.
Marr will walk it up for the Blue Jays. Down by 9. Toward the right corner. Look back door to Artoloni. Gathers, shoots, misses the shot as he's hacked in the act, and he'll shoot 2.
Merwin will pick up the foul, his second. Team foul 2. Artoloni free throw line. Gavin has 6 points all in the first half, 32-23. First free throw is up and good.
Hey, the Moose Lodge in Pittsfield, they have Comedy Night coming up March 4th. Tickets are on sale now. 2 shows, an early show and a late show. Stop by the Moose Lodge on Moose Lodge 420 on Washington Street in Pittsfield for those tickets.
Second one also good by Artoloni. Give him 8. 32-25.
35 seconds to play in the third. A chance for Routt here to extend on the lead, and they get the ball to start the final quarter. Killian to Long left side. Patient there against this zone. Out to Killian. When might Porta have to try to come out and pressure a little more? Never mind. They're just going to get a turnover like this.
4th turnover of the game.
Artoloni with 15 seconds. He's bringing it toward the half-court line against Merwin. Across the center line. Drives toward the right wing. Behind the back with it. Trying to create with 5. Bounce pass down low. Christensen up and in for 2.
Got 11.
Here's a 3-quarter court shot at the buzzer, no good, on a 5-point game. As we head into the fourth, Artheloni creating open looks for his teammates this time as he drops a dime to number 10, Christensen, who puts it in after 3, 32-27. Routt leads Porta.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
8 minutes left in regulation, 32-27 in favor of Routt, a 5-point game. And now we're getting a little education on the sidelines. Routt basketball, fourth quarter play-by-play in the championship game.
Don't you feel like Routt is still, I mean, it's only a 5-point game, but do you ever really feel like Routt has much pressure on them at this point? I don't feel that. Here's a ball out top as Dale runs into Long.
Aggressive Dale that time, his first, team fourth. If I'm Porta, I'm going to get them to the 1-1 and find out they can shoot free throws.
Rout's been pretty good at the line.
Well, we saw some guys miss the other day towards the end.
Killian with the basketball toward the right wing. Dribble drive now. Gets it out to Merwin behind the arc. To Wilson, top of the key, turns down the 3. Back to Merwin, Routt on top with 7:30 to play. They have never surrendered the lead in this contest, correct?
Nope, no lead changes, no ties.
Merwin right side on the baseline. It goes to Wilson. Throws a pass to Mossman. Left side, Whalen. Whalen will kick it right side. Merwin, good look 3, and he nails it from downtown.
His first points of the night.
Good job by the Rockets. They had a couple of guys who kind of looked like they might shoot it, but they gave up the pass for a better shot for their teammate. That's good team basketball. 7 minutes left in a 35-27 Routt lead. Dale with it toward the right wing. Off of the screen from Artheloni. Over to Marr. Pass knocked out of bounds by Killian.
Never forget, Porta's a 2A team. Routt is a 1A team in the postseason. It's a good one. It's a, along with their record for Routt, they're going to be the number 1 seed in the regional unless they stub their toe bad in the next couple of weeks.
Well, they and New Berlin have split. Routt winning most recently. So that will be interesting. They could have some key games in the second half of the season that really will determine which of those teams will be the 1 seed. Here's Artheloni, bounces off of the man, spins back toward the middle, a little scoop shot up and in for 2 for Gavin Artheloni.
10.
35-29 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. 6:20 to play. Merwin. Right side, Mossman puts it on the deck, drives inside, a little floater up. Kind of looked like he was in between whether or not he should pass it or shoot it, put it up, and knocked it down.
Got 8.
And the lead is 8, 37-29.
Good freshman, and he is a young-looking young man.
Here's a bad pass now, stolen away. Whalen got the steal as the pass was right into his kitchen that time.
4 turnovers on Porta.
Porta now having to really come out and guard a lot farther out than they have been. Routt. See if they can capitalize. Here's Whalen, dribble drive, leaves it to Wilson. Wilson up underneath, and they're going to call Wilson for a traveling.
Turnover number 5 on the Rockets. He got up okay, right?
He did. Will Whalen asked him, "You good?" He said, "I'm good." 5:44 to play, 37-29. Routt the lead. Porta the basketball, length of the court to go. As Artheloni will walk it toward the center line. Championship action here in the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. Artheloni toward the right wing. Kicks in the corner of Mahoney. Into a double team there. Out of it to Artheloni on a pass that was deflected. Over to Marr. Marr drives the lane now. Got hooked, no call.
He had a chance to take it all the way to the basket there. Nobody was in front of him.
He sort of got impeded, though, off the dribble with a little hand on the hip. Now Christensen runs over the top of Mahoney. They're on the same team. Arthelone, excuse me. Out top with it, Dale. Deep one, no good. Rebound, Wilson again. Killian pushes into the front court. Ball swiped away, out of bounds. It will stay with Routt. Under 5 minutes left. Rockets up by 8, 37-29. 37 is like what Brown County was putting up in a quarter earlier today. Here's a bank shot up by Michael Wilson.
Got 10.
And the lead is 10, 39-29. 4:44 left. A 10-point Routt lead. They're the number 1 seed. Pass comes out to Christensen. Dribble drive in. Stop there. Now comes back toward the basket. Shot it up, and he gets it to go.
13 for him.
Christensen with good patience. 39-31. Back to an 8-point game. The Porta-A is going to have to work really hard on this end if they're going to get back into it.
Rout's guards take good care of the ball.
Yes, they do. Out front with it is Whalen.
Had no turnovers the first half against Camp Point Central at all. Only 2 in this game in the first half.
Killian gets it out by the center circle now. 4:07 left. Here's a shot on the right side by Mossman on the air ball, and the rebound comes down to the Blue Jays. Arthelone with the basketball. Hands it off to Christensen. Gets it to Marr. Blue Jays find themselves down 39-31 with just 3:45 left. Out near the center circle is Marr. Directing some traffic is the sophomore. Toward the right wing. Hands it off to Arthelone. 2 guys run at him. He drives in. Jump stop, forces one up. No good. Rebound Wilson off to Killian. He'll take it toward the front court. Finds Merwin. Runner up. High glass is good for Merwin. The lead back to 10 for the Rockets. 41-31. 3:15 to play. Arthelone gets it back from Mahoney. In the corner. Pull up 3. Good. Quick shot. Arthelone, and that's why you just never know if Porta-A's really out of this game or not. Watch how quickly he gets this off. 3:06 to play in the fourth. 41-34 the score. Timeout by the Blue Jays. Back after this.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Timeout was taken by the Blue Jays. They've got 2 left. 3:06 to play. They trail Routt 41-34, but a 3-pointer by Gavin Arthelone brings them just a hair closer.
I do love seeing all those kids down there, though. That's what the game's all about, seeing the future of sports right there in front of us, watching the game.
Killian walks it across with really no pressure on him until he reaches the half-court line. Merwin at the free throw line. Down low, Wilson. That's as easy as it gets for this Routt squad.
Wide open, and he's got 12.
43-34 the score. Dale for a deep 3. Good. Downtown Dale for the 3. 43-37. Back down to 6. And a reach-around foul now taken at the half-court line by Arthelone.
His 3rd, team 5th. Well, you know, the thing is they're down within 6. Now maybe they think if they can foul, they're close enough they got a shot. That's maybe all they could ask for.
Merwin in the backcourt against Dale. Merwin works in on the drive. Tried to leave it down low. Ball knocked away. Merwin was out of bounds and came back in. and was the first man to touch it. And so this will be a turnover against the Rockets. Watch Merwin. He drives, the ball kind of got poked away, and then you see that foot slide out, and he came back in, and that's why it's a turnover. Here come the Blue Jays the other way.
Will Raylan was really frustrated there.
Dale, right side, three, down, Dale. Strikes again, 43-40 the score.
Here come the Porta fans.
He's down but not out, Dale. 2 minutes left, 43-40, and a timeout taken by this squad from Routt. We'll pause as well. 1:59 left in regulation. Porta making the game of it. They trail Routt 43-40.
At Logan Agri-Service, we consider it a badge of honor to be recognized as one of the larger independent suppliers of crop protection chemicals in the Midwest. We've worked hard for years to provide you with the access to the best herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides from top manufacturers because we know without you, our local farmers, we wouldn't be here. When you have questions, call our local experts to discuss what works best for your fields and your situation, or visit us online at loganag.com. Serving agriculture since 1962.
59 left in regulation. 43 for Routt, 40 for Porta. And downtown Dale, Keegan Dale, bringing his team back. Dale has 9 points. And, he may have just worked himself into a lot more playing time than he was getting before.
It'll be length of the court to go for Routt. Or no, it'll be sideman out of bounds for Routt in the front court, actually, opposite the sports table. Nolan Turner has checked in for the first time in the contest. With 1:59 left, they must like him as a free throw shooter.
Sit down who?
Long took a chair, it looks like. Killian into the front court. Merwin is in the corner. There he is. He'll try the drive in, pull up for a jump shot. It's in and out, no good. Wilson, rebound, blocked. And on the putback, a foul called against Caden Christensen.
Christensen will be called for the foul. It'll be his second. Team foul number 6, 2 for Michael Wilson. If you remember the other day, he kind of had a little slow spot, but then he got right back into it. Now he's shooting them like he can. He's got 13 on the night. He's really stepped it up again.
Makes it a 2-possession game with 1:47 left.
44-40. Second by Wilson, no good.
4-point game on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. 1:40 left. Artheloni right side to Dale. Dale off of the screen. Christensen now. He's trying to help move things along out here. Gets it to Dale. Avoids the double team. Tamar. Off to Artheloni. Shot fake. He puts it on the deck, and an offensive foul going to be called on an illegal screen.
Marr. Illegal screen by Marr.
See what happened there. Marr. Oh, yeah, he kind of stuck the hip out.
His second. Team 7.
Some people aren't going to like it, but that's a moving screen. He did not stay set. He stuck his hip and his shoulder out to impede the man playing defense. It is what it is.
Player control foul, no free throws.
1:25 to play in a 4-point game. Killian toward the front court, guarded there, drives in, puts up a shot. He is, I'm absolutely hammered there, and the ball's out of bounds.
Block shot by Mahoney.
Yeah.
Couldn't you see that?
Blocked man. He goes flying out of bounds. Inbounds pass knocked away by Mahoney. It'll stay here.
Jeff Crumwoody said no.
Tim Crumwoody. There's going to be a turnover.
Jeff Crumwoody might have said it too, but Tim Crumwoody said it.
So a turnover here by the Rockets with 1:18 left, up 4. This one's getting a little tight now. 4-point game. Artheloni toward the right wing, spins inside, puts up a little shot, high glass, no good. Michael Wilson there for the board again. Into the front court come the Rockets. Merwin leaves it down low. Mossman shot up, no good. Fouled by Artheloni, and Mossman will shoot 2.
He just couldn't let him have the free one. That will be his 4th for Artheloni. 2 shots for Mossman. He's pretty solid from there. Right now, 2 of 3 are the Rockets from the free throw line. He cannot make it more than a 2-possession game, but the first one is good.
Well, would you rather be up by 4 or 6?
Well, 6, of course.
Every time.
Second one, Mossman, also good.
And a whistle. Here comes Whalen back into the game. Turner sits down. 1:03 left, 46-40. Rockets have the advantage. Porta has the basketball. Marr will not touch it until he gets to the half-court line to preserve some time. He'll work it over to Artheloni. Artheloni on the dribble in the corner. Out top, Christensen. Gets a good look for a three. No good. Rebound down to Marr. He'll put it back up and in. Marr with the offensive board, and Porta calls the timeout with 50.6 seconds left in a 46-42 contest. They couldn't connect, but there's Marr, the sophomore, with the rebound and the putback. 50.6 seconds left in this one, and a 4-point game.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
46-42. Routt with the lead. 50.6 seconds left. Routt basketball. They are in the bonus. 8 fouls on Porta, 2 on Routt. So 2 more will put them in a double bonus. And 50.6 seconds doesn't seem like much. But when you got free throws and three-point shots and all those good things, you just never know. Workmanship, hard work by Porta, coming back in a game where they looked like they were toast early in the first quarter. Pretty amazing.
50.6 seconds left.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hustle down there. Here we go.
Mossman to throw it in. Length of the court to go for Routt. They're up 4. Pass comes into Merwin to the backcourt. Under 50 seconds to play. Both hands on the man. Gets it across to Mossman. He'll attack down low to Wilson. Wilson up and good. And he's fouled.
Wilson with 15. The and one makes it a 48-42 game. Michael Wilson went up strong like he needed to. Who was the foul on? It was on Mahoney, his first. 9th team foul. Wilson, who just got done making a couple, or made one and then missed one. Bucket and the Band-Aid, in, out, no good.
Porta's only got 1 timeout left, and they're down 6 with 40 seconds to play. Artheloni, right side 3, short. Rebound, Michael Wilson. He's fouled with 33.1 seconds left, and Routt can start to ice this game away.
Double bonus, Michael Wilson. Had a game, 15 points. Right now I've got him for 7 rebounds. Double bonus.
Michael Wilson's frustrated about something. I don't know if he's like, why am I the guy getting the ball here, guys? You know, to his teammates that are guards.
Shot up, no good. Missed these last 3 in a row.
Steps back from the line, kind of regathers himself here. Knows this is a big one.
Up.
No good. Rebound down to the Blue Jays. 30 seconds left. They're down 6. Artheloni tries the dribble drive. Has it knocked away by Merwin. And a foul going to be called here. Only the 3rd team foul, though.
Merwin's 3rd.
Routt could do that a couple more times, quite honestly.
Yeah, they could do it close to the rest of the game. That's only their 3rd team foul. They've got 3 more to give before they go to the 1-and-1. You can foul people and kill a lot of time.
Ball out of bounds. Christensen gets it into Dale. Dale loses the ball out of bounds. And he's down and looks to be injured here. Now he pops up. Let's see what happened.
He said, what happened?
He and Wayland just kind of collide, but no foul or anything there.
Now he and Merwin have head-to-head. Merwin and him were forehead to forehead.
24.6 seconds to play in the backcourt. It's tied up. It'll be Porta basketball here on the possession arrow.
Turnover number 9. 7 in the second half.
So it'll be Porta basketball. Down 6, 23.1 seconds left. Artheloni to throw it in. See if something coming back right back to him, probably. Here's Christensen, left side 3, left alone. Good from downtown, Caden Christensen. And it's a 3-point game again. They left him alone. 19.6 seconds left. And he makes it a 3-point game. He kind of looked around, surprised as anybody else as he knocks down the three. 48-45, Routt with the lead. Last time out here for the Blue Jays. We're back after this.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
48-45, Routt with the lead, 19.6 seconds left. The over-under on the pants hitch, well, if you had 19, you're a winner.
On the what?
The pants hitching up.
Pants hitching.
Yes.
Hiking.
Hiking
the pants.
Yeah,
hitching.
it.
Yeah, hitching is different. Here's an inbounds pass in the backcourt. Comes to Killian, and he'll be fouled with 18.3 seconds left.
Morrow pick up the foul. I think it's his fourth.
Kevin Arthur looked at Shiloh Savage. He said, me and Shiloh goes, no.
Free throws for Killian here. He can make it a two-possession game and pretty much put it in the books. He gets 2. 4 out of 9 for Routt. First one is up and good.
Porta cannot stop the clock again with a timeout, that is.
And Killian has 9, trying to become the third man in double figures. Mossman with 10, 15 for Michael Wilson. And now Killian with 10.
50-45 Rockets on the Trucks scoreboard. 15 seconds left. Artheloni into the front court. Pulls up for a 3. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Killian. 10 seconds left. They get the ball to Merwin. Into the front court. Lob it up for him. My goodness, everybody wanted to see it, and they'll just dribble it out instead. You get an opportunity to lob it to Wilson, you lob it there, but either way, it's Routt 50, Porta 45. The shorthanded Blue Jays come up short in this one, and Routt wins again as they move to 17-1 on the season and claim the championship in this 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. Porta made a game of it down the stretch, but the Rockets did what they had to do to preserve the victory, and they are the tournament champions. We head to the Illini Community Hospital post-game show, where we'll have final stats. We'll name our player of the game. We'll have a look at those all-tournament selections and more. Your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
Welcome back to the Illini Community Hospital post-game show. Routt wins the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament, beating Porta-A Central 50-45. The Rockets improved to 17-1 on the season. The Blue Jays dropped to 14-4. Routt came out and dominated the first half of play in this one. Porta made a run at it late in the second half, but Routt made free throws down the stretch when it mattered, made the plays when they mattered, got stops when it mattered, and all that matters is they have more points than Porta at the end of the contest, and they win this one 50-45.
11-5 after 1, 27-16 at halftime, 32-27 after 3, 50-45 at the end. 9 turnovers for Routt, 5 for Porta. Nobody fouled out of the game. Porta was 18 of 43, 41.8%, 7 of 18 from the arc, 39%, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. 19 of 35 for Routt, 54%, 6 of 14 from the field, 42%, 6 of 11 from the free throw line. Porta, Caden Christensen was 16, 13, Gavin Artheloni, 9 for Keegan Downtown Dale, as Charlie has coined him for the rest of the tournament. 4 points for Ethan Mahoney on the night. For Routt, 15 for Michael Wilson, 7 for the squad, or for Michael Wilson, 7 rebounds for him. 10 points for Bryson Mawson, 10 for Killian, 8 for Isaac Long, 5 for Will Merwin, 2 for Joe Whalen in the game. Final score, 50-45.
They are naming the all-tournament team. We'll have that list for you in just a moment once they wrap that up. You know, a championship game, Jack, the first half quite honestly wasn't the most thrilling contest, but Porta did what they had to do, and, you know, they're down one of their main players in this, and you know, they're not going to make excuses for anything because that's just not who Colin Arthland and his squad is, but you would have liked to have Cole Roberts in this contest, but as they kind of figure out how to play without him, you could see this Porta team kind of changing how they look a little bit, but still being a very competitive basketball team.
You bet. I agree totally. No doubt about it. Pretty darn good. Hey, before we tell you those, financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, encouragement of our young athletes receiving their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial agent, is the man that understands that. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game, Central Illinois. Michael Wilson, player of the game in this one, no doubt about that.
Yeah, Big Mike came to play in this contest, and we thought he could have an opportunity to really have a big impact in this game without Roberts down there, and he did what he had to do to help lead his team to the championship in this contest. And we have a look at the all-tournament team now from Brown County. It's Cole Beheimer, Brian Deeker from Payson Seymour, Isaac Ginnenbacher from Camp Point Central, Nolan Killian from Routt, Wyatt Lipkeman from Griggsville Perry, Nick Moore from Camp Point Central, Ryan Snow from Triopia, Michael Wilson from Routt, and then unanimous selections for Zach Evans of West Central and Gavin Artheloni of Porta-A Central in the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament all-tournament team. It was a dandy tournament, all 26 games. Some of them were prettier than others, but everybody worked hard. They left it all on the court, and in the end, Routt is the champion of the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. Triopia, Meridosha, Chambersburg, Virginia, and some points in between claimed the consolation championship. It was Brown County avenging an earlier season loss over West Central in the 5th and 6th place game. Camp Point Central over Griggsville Perry for 3rd place, and Routt the top team in this one as they move to 17-1 on the season. That's going to do it for coverage from the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament on Central Illinois Sports. For Jack and John Hull here throughout the week, I'm Charlie Hull, thanking everyone who joined us throughout this 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. Thanks to Denny Vortman and Grant DeWitt and all the folks, Kent Coltis, and a lot of other folks who make everything happen year in and year out here at the Winchester Invitational Tournament to make it an absolutely fantastic event, and we appreciate your hospitality once again this week. Routt with a victory, 50-45. It's been another Central Illinois Sports presentation.